yesterday I sensed someone, and then I sensed them again today. What I got was the gatekeeper, but there was not like a conversation that occurred. And I was wondering, do you know who this person is that was here today?
Yes. It's ancient yet new.
Okay.
Sort of rainbow lights.
Okay, that fits, yes.
It might be another weaver.
Oh, okay, yes. The gatekeeper is a weaver. Okay, then I have a question in regards to that. If it's a weaver, is this just a particular aspect of that weaver, or is this what the weaver is?
Can you be a little more clear? Because with weavers it's weird.
I know with weavers it's weird. Is this weaver that is known as, that represented itself as the gatekeeper to me? Is this weaver, is that who this weaver is known as, the gatekeeper? Or is it just, it's taking on this side job or this particular area of being the gatekeeper?
Neither really.
Okay.
It's more of a balancing one. You usually see them represented with scales. And they judge.
Okay. That would fit in with what I was feeling. So it's sort of like a justice weaver-ish.
More or less, yes.
They can
judge whether someone goes in or not.
That would fit in with something that came through with me about weavers being able to, having the right to judge.
Yes, that's its personification. It's its main, like you're the time weaver.
Yes.
This is the judge weaver.
Okay. So far, I have, and this is what me as who I am here. I'm aware of myself as the time weaver. I have become aware of the balance weaver. And then this is the justice weaver. Loose terms. Not exact, loose terms.
In ancient Egypt, they would have the skill with the hearts and the feather of truth. That was their representation of this one. Or Lady Justice. That's sort of the loose representation in different cultures.
Okay.
But it personifies itself more masculine. It can be feminine.
Yes, the way I recognize it, or felt it was more feminine. Justice can sometimes have a very masculine quality to it also. Especially from coming from here in this place, a lot of things involved with justice, they're done by in a masculine way. So I could see how she would interpret it that way.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it judges whether you can enter or not. Yes.
Okay, that fits exactly perfect. Okay, that was what I was thinking. Gatekeeper. There's something that's going to, and I was getting things, but I was not really in a channeling place. I was sitting there, and it was like they were right there, and they sensed them. It was almost to see the rainbowy, lighty scene, and I was sensing it like they're right here. They're still right here. They've been here. So another weaver is
showing themselves to you.
Is present.
Yes.
Okay. That would also today I've kept finding myself really thinking about justice, and understanding
that would be that one trying to talk to you.
So
in the best way it could.
Yeah, I understand. Weaver talk is different.
Yes.
Weaver communication, we have our own communication style, and I have taken time and had life here so that I have learned how to speak and communicate in a human manner.
Yes.
And think in a human manner. But yes.
Does that explain who it is now?
That explains not only who it is, it also explains some of the whooshiness I've been feeling previous to feeling it being there. I'm like, already, I now recognize that the Justice Weaver had been making itself more known. So okay, I feel so much okay. Now I know what's going on. I was like, they're right there. I know they're right there. They're right here. And I know they're positive, but I kept going into these things of justice and this and that and justice and justice. That is one of my big things here. Okay, now I can okay. And everything else is now making sense. The way I was feeling the past few days, the thoughts that have been coming through, I now recognize, oh, okay, that's who was talking. That's who was representing themselves. I think I might be getting to a space where the weavers flowing. I'm feeling I think I'm coming into a space where the interweaving of the weavers is moving through me, and it's not always obvious. But it's like if you have a big family and everybody is like getting excited and talking to each other at the same time, you may actually be able to, people who grew up in a big family may be able to recognize and follow lots of different conversations at the same time and recognize they're all saying whatever he's saying. But if everyone's talking at the same time, even though you may be following the conversation, you may not always be clear as to who said what. So it's sort of like, I think that when we as the weavers are really working and doing something together, we're interwoven a lot, we interweave a lot, so that it's like, I can feel a little something moving here, and we are still individuals, but we're all going at the same time. It's just like, okay, now I can recognize that's what's been going on. I also understand the emotions that I've been feeling that aren't exactly my emotions would definitely be irking the Justice Weaver. I would say I'm going to refer to her as a she, because I feel of them as more like...
You would have a more accurate representation of them.
I feel of the Weavers as we are sisters. That may just because I'm having a human expression now.
Well, they quite often show the groups of females.
And you can look at it, okay, this is going to be a funny thing I'm going to say here. When a group of sisters or female friends of, say, anywhere 3 to 5 of them get together, and they're all talking and doing stuff back and forth, everybody else tends to back off. They get a little freaky. They're like, oh, listen to those sisters over there. I'm not going over there. But they can be really excited and building off each other, but they're sort of intimidating, even to the strongest of men. And in that aspect, it is more of a feminine interaction, because we're not trying to... Okay, on Earth, men are very much one-upping of each other and sort of... They are very one-upping, whereas women that are friends tend...
bounce off each other and
together. They can work with each other smoothly and more easily than without having to compete. There are competitive women, but women don't... You can't have groups of women that are working together rather than trying to compete and one-up each other. Well, that makes everything more settled. Then all the conversations make sense now. Thank you. Thank you very much.